Hello? Give me a second. I'm trying to set this up. Hi. Good morning. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to share this video and get started. Hang on 1 sec. Our mission, Shyla told me today, we are going to spread love like peanut butter. So I am completely for it. I'm noticing the energies are really intense. Give me 1 sec. I literally just want to post this. We have intense energies we're working with, so I plan on helping transmute that. If you're just logging on, literally, if you're just logging on, literally, go ahead and share this video because I'm going to give away some prizes. And I have one more share, sorry. Alright, go ahead and share this video. I have 2 chakra bracelets that I'm going to give away randomly. I always pick low numbers too, so go ahead and share it now. I always pick the low numbers so I don't have to count out like 75 shares just to give you an update. So go ahead and share this video. We're seeing intense energies while we get ready, while we get ready for this lunar event. We're seeing kind of intense energies. I'm seeing people really handling it differently. So just stay grounded right now. Stay positive and stay grounded because as you recall, whenever these lunar events come close, this energy amplifies manifesting. So what happens if we're negative or positive? Whatever we're thinking is really going to be amplified. So our thoughts are always creating our reality, but you want to pay close attention that you're not having negative thoughts about yourself or others because it will just really block you and cause that to manifest. So I'm seeing a lot of I have to choose my words delicately. A lot of stuff on this online community going on, that one could perceive as negative and as positive. I'm seeing so much love being shared, right? But then I'm seeing catty little things, like high school. I think we just have to, find a way to come together as one. As one. I know that we all are very different, but we also have a lot in common. How about we all are humans and we just want love and to be loved and clean food, clean air, and the same necessities. I'm pretty sure we all want the same things and we have a lot in common, more than you might realize. So we just have to find a way to get out of this duality thinking. This is right, this is wrong, duality. I was talking to my friend Bronwyn this morning about it because I feel like people are waking up, they're waking up, right? And they're reaching 40, especially in these groups I see with flat earthers. People will wake up and then they'll be obsessed with Illuminati, flat earth, reptiles, negative kind of stuff. And it keeps them stuck at this kind of 4D level. So I'm trying to figure out how we can bridge this duality. This good and evil. We have to remember that with duality, it's an illusion that anything negative that's ever happened in your life was actually, it was more, I'm trying to think of the word, a catalyst. It was a catalyst for you to change, for you to grow. Whenever I'm getting hit with anything negative, energies, whatever, seeing negative things, I know that it's the universe pushing me to grow, that it's evolving me rapidly. So if you see things around you that are perceived as negative, it's pushing you to grow. So I had to go through that too. When I first started doing videos, I would get attacked all the time. People would say the nastiest things to me. I would be called the Antichrist. And it was just the universe really pushing me and having me grow so that I could do these videos better. So just stay on your path. Don't let anyone detour you. That negativity is meant to grow, to push you to grow. I do have some news. This is going to be a crazy month. Get ready, guys. When I say a crazy month, I mean in terms of weather. I mean Mother Nature, Earth responding. We're really seeing crazy things all around the world. I don't put this stuff in my news, but in Greece, they're fighting over food, where the farmers are fighting the government. They had riots there like I've never seen before. And people literally fighting for their lives, fighting over food, fighting over water. This is what our earth has come to at this point. People fighting over oil. People fighting over these resources. Well, the earth has had enough. I'm here to tell you that this month's going to get crazy. We're going to see really big things with the weather. We have wildfires wreaking havoc across multiple states. Texas, Colorado, Kentucky, and Oklahoma are all on fire. This is bad, by the way, guys. I know people don't really care, right? This is all of our food that just burned down. I'm here to tell you that this is where our food was being grown, and most of our food just burnt down. You're about to see crazy things happen with our food and water. I know a lot of people don't really care. That was our food. They said, do you like to eat? People might want to start caring. There was a mysterious Statue of Liberty blackout that occurred 3 days ago. The lights were out for an hour on the 8th. It may have been a boycott against Women's Day, or pretty much, I think it was a glitch in the Matrix. They say it might have been a boycott. I feel it might have been a glitch in the Matrix. We're seeing these things. Someone asked me yesterday on the comments I saw after, what do I think of dragons? Well, dragons are interdimensional, so they really do photograph them a lot, mainly in like China or other parts of the world. But those are really glitches in the Matrix where you're seeing higher dimensional beings. So we're seeing lots of glitches everywhere. Guess what happens when we see glitches? It means old timelines are disintegrating. So whenever you see a glitch, it means that maybe like a catastrophic kind of timeline collapse. So this is good news. We also have tornadoes everywhere. As I said, this month will be crazy for weather. It doesn't matter where on the globe you live. We had literally 29 tornadoes in the Midwest in like a day. And this is all current. So it's getting really crazy. Pollution is a new global threat. More than 9,000 die in London every year due to air pollution. The economy there is putting people's lives in danger. They're basically at a point in London where they're going to decide, is it worth killing people over our economy? And that's where they're at. Their whole economy is based on these kind of pollution kind of things. So they're really like being put in a different position. Hawaii's flooding. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We have mass death and extinction of bees. It could be catastrophic to mankind. Within 4 years, as many species have dropped up to 90%. Another algae bloom thought to be responsible for the death of thousands of threadfin shad, apache in Lake Arizona. In Madagascar, up to 1 million people will be affected by tropical cyclone Inawo. I can't say it. They have the weirdest names for these storms. The severity of Inawo is troubling, and it's the strongest storms in years. It's still being hit in that area right now, and it's really catastrophic. Planned Parenthood was told they would lose federal funding unless they stopped doing abortions. So you're seeing big changes being made. They don't say when they're doing, and I'm anti-abortion. I don't believe in killing any life. I believe that maybe you should make better decisions and not get pregnant. So just to start. But I don't judge people in their decisions. If you want to go get an abortion, that's fine. And I don't care who pays for it. But let's go into this. The government also funds Viagra. So if you really want to get into this little argument over abortions and everything, they're okay with funding Viagra still, which actually gets more funding than abortions. Just things to maybe think about, because this is what our taxpayers are paying for. WikiLeaks is releasing files on the CIA, and they created malware to spy on citizens. This is kind of old news. As a computer tech and someone really versed in computers, this is old news. Those Echoes from Amazon, they're only made to spy on you. Just to let you know, anyone who has an Echo in their house, everything that you say is being recorded and uploaded to a database and sold to the government. So I'm just going to let you know, like I know everyone loves the Echoes and the Fire Sticks and all those kind of Amazon products. I'm not sure which ones, but these are all spyware. I'm going to do cards right now. Oh yeah, I have another rant to go into real quick. I have one more rant to go into. I want to talk about Reiki. Let's talk about Reiki. Well, as you know, I'm a Reiki master. I'm kind of versed in Reiki. I'm actually a Reiki teacher too, but I want to talk about it because I'm seeing all these crazy posts that different healers are posting about, okay, here's something the post said, that cancer is vibrating at like 1,000 to 1,100 hertz. So if you're doing Reiki, you're only attuned to 900 hertz. You're not going to blast through cancer, and your energy is not going to be strong enough, and that there are probably better healing systems. Okay, I want to go into this, okay? Because I'm really versed in vibrations. If there was a way that I could, and Shyla sent me an app to measure your vibration, but that won't work. If there was a way, I would be on it, trust me, because I would love to see what I'm vibrating at. I know that you can check the Schumann resonance of the earth and kind of see where the earth's at, but it's not really accurate, okay? So yes, cancer is vibrating at 1,000 to 1,100 hertz. So guess what's going to make someone more powerful? While I was attuned to Reiki Master at 900 hertz, Enlightenment would be 1,000 hertz. I'm vibrating well over enlightenment. If I had to guess, I would say I'm somewhere around 1,500 hertz. My general vibration average, I would say. So what's going to make Reiki more effective? And when I say Reiki, it is a universal energy that we're tapping into and harnessing. I use that word loosely. I actually am from a 6th density planet. I incarnated here with an angelic healing system I use. So when I went through like my training and I learned Reiki, I found a lot of the Reiki people to be kind of condescending. They basically told me, I don't know what kind of system you're using, but it's not Reiki. It's not going to be as effective. I just want to say that your vibration is going to determine what kind of healer you are. So there might be a million Reiki people out there doing Reiki. Try to find someone with a higher vibe if you're looking for a Reiki teacher or to get Reiki. Try looking at someone's vibration. I know you guys should be better at judging someone's vibration by now. You should be able to tell who's kind of low vibe and high vibe, because I had a really low vibe Reiki teacher who I've long surpassed. So just pay attention more to people's vibrations and less what they're putting out there. You're seeing the masks are falling off right now, and that people aren't able to keep up their appearances in this intense energy. So this energy should be helping you guys like kind of see through the deception, because the dark side's kind of unraveling right now. Like kind of freaking out, unraveling. I don't know how to better put it into words. So it's making it easier to really tell people's motivations, people's intent. Just start using your discernment better. I'm trying to get to where the comments are real quick so I can start doing cards. Just use your discernment more with everything. Real quick so I can start doing cards. Just use your... Planned Parenthood does not have government funding for abortions. It does actually at the moment. They told them, no, I'm very versed in the news. I assure you everything I say is true. They do at the moment, but they told them that they will give them funding if they stop doing abortions. Actually, 50% of their business is government funded. So I would look into your facts a little bit more. How your bodies work. Wait. I want to go back into this and listen to I completely agree with the second half though. Yes, we should be healing our energy bodies. I don't like to get into topics like abortions, LGBT stuff, politics, this kind of stuff, because it furtherly divides us. And we don't need that anymore. We need kind of unity. But yeah, they are government funded. These are things to think about, because maybe we're sick of handing our money over to the system and having the system completely screwing us. So I don't really share this news to upset people. I share it so that we can just be aware of what's going on around us. I know that we really can't change it, and I'm okay with that. I like to be aware of what's going on around me so that I'm prepared for anything. But I have a card for you, regardless. Becca. Transformation. This is for everyone. I'm also going to do free cards on this page after, so when you get off of here, make sure to like this page. This is what we're all doing right now. We're all changing from caterpillars to butterflies, and none of us have even reached that transformation yet. I know there's so many healers, but I'm still healing. You can see that every day. I'm a work in progress. I am healing myself. I'm repairing my body and my DNA, and it's just an amazing process. So just stay focused on that end goal, which is to grow wings and fly away. Liberation. I'm trying to move into a new house, Dominique. Sacrifice. You are sacrificing your energy right now. I'm not sure what your relationship statuses are, and I say relationship status is because it doesn't mean it's like a romantic one. Just take a closer look at the people in your life and make sure you're not sacrificing your energy or being drained energetically. I would literally just take a better look at your relationships and get rid of anyone and anything not serving you. Suzanne Hansen, good. We're moving on. We're all moving on, like I just said, from anyone and anything not serving us. We must become lighter. I've had to let go of many relationships in my life, including family, just to become lighter and to heal myself. Anna Maria, will things get better? Yes, things are actually going to get a little bit more intense and a little bit crazier until the moon, the full moon on the 12th. And then it will calm down. So we're kind of like in a pressure cooker right now. But this energy is amazing for manifesting. So anything that you are thinking about is turning into reality in the physical. So you're so successful. Just stay positive, stay optimistic, and this energy will be more in your favor. Trisha, good morning. I want to know what hertz I'm at too. I'm working on it, but I mean, they have these apps, and me and Shiloh did try them out, but they don't work per se. But yeah, enlightenment would be 1,000 hertz. I would say that most of the people around me should be over 1,000 hertz at this point, believe it or not. You're working on your shadow and your ego, your soul and your ego at this moment though. A lot of us have defeated our ego, become our higher selves, and then the ego comes back and we have to do some more spiritual work or whatever the scenario is. Just be aware that that voice in your head is your ego. That feeling in your chest, that's your soul, that's your intuition, or in your stomach or whatever. Start by going by what resonates with you. Instead of that logic in your head, start going with how you feel and your intuition. Intuition is like a muscle, so I told my friend this morning, I'm sharpening mine like a knife. I am literally sharpening my intuition every day by doing the work that I'm doing. So if you practice and just start using your intuition more, you'll just be on more point. You'll be on more point and it'll work better. Dominique, I heal, but not through Reiki. I guess there's all sorts of ways. I play with Kundalini energy personally. I play with Chi energy, Pranic energy, Kundalini energy. I'm well versed in all energies. So I don't limit myself with Reiki. I just use the words. I am a Reiki master. I use the words Reiki a lot because people don't really understand healing energy. It's a really good way to reach the public. But I have long since kind of surpassed those kind of things. So I'm back to the healing system I brought with me. We're working on bringing out our power. We're going to do that by raising our vibrations. It doesn't matter where you're at with it. How high you're vibrating will kind of determine what you're attracting to you and how powerful you're going to be. So my goal is spiritual purity. It's what I work on every day. I'm working on a spiritual purity to become more powerful so that I can better serve all of you. So if you want to cultivate your power, become service of others more so in some way. Jen Searcy, of course, you're being tested. All of us are. It's insane. You are all being tested and upgraded right now, whether you like it or not. And sometimes those upgrades aren't fun. They can look like a sickness, a flu, ascension symptoms. Sometimes they're not fun at all. My twin flame just had like a really bad case of the flu where everyone he works with got a flu shot and is literally like dying around him and coughing everywhere, and like half their employees are out sick. Every single one of their employees was sick, and they have a lot of employees. So he got some kind of like flu thing. I had some kind of thing, and then he got a different one and came and gave it to me, and then I got over it, and then he got something else. Like, we keep getting sick from everyone at his job. So just be aware that you're being tested and upgraded. It's not always pleasant, but it's going to move you to where you need to be. So just be really aware right now. Jamie Chansey, good morning. Heart chakra. This is what I'm working on too today. Like I just said, I was still coughing this morning a little bit. Which would be a heart chakra problem, I'm assuming. So now I'm working on my heart chakra. So the best way to do that would be to meditate on it. You can start looking into the chakras. That's why when I hear people say that the chakras are obsolete, that they're not important to healing, that you can't activate someone's Merkaba, they have to do it themselves, that you can't do this kind of energy work, it's insane to me. I told my soulmate, a member of my soul group, that this morning. I was venting to him how frustrated I was. I get frustrated. I'm an empath. I take on a lot of emotions. I get frustrated very easy. So I was explaining that to him, and he said, that's fucking ridiculous. They have people curing cancer with Reiki on video. I said, yeah, I know. Our dog had cancer. Our dog had a tumor. He had a cancer tumor, and they wanted a lot of money, and treatment probably wouldn't be very effective. And my twin flame healed his tumor completely, shrunk it to nothing with castor oil and healing energy. So I know that's not true. But I know that a lot of people have been so indoctrinated that we lose that belief of what's real. We kind of get stuck in this limited reality, and if you believe that, if you really believe there's no magic, then there won't be any magic in your life. So it's kind of dangerous. So and I'm not saying like that energy healing wouldn't work if you don't believe it, because it just wouldn't work as good. It probably will work better if you're open to receive it. So just open your hearts and open your minds. Who has open heart chakra will be very powerful. That's what's going to draw people to you, having an open heart chakra. That's the most important chakra there is. To me, the heart chakra is more important than having your third eye open. It's just so important. So just work on your heart chakra. Let go of past grief. let go of past grief, but you have good news coming. I'm drawing people to me for a reason, and most of the time it's because of twin flame unions. So a lot of you are getting ready for spiritual unions, spiritual relationships. So just work on healing right now. Holly Rago, good morning. Sacral chakra, yes. We're doing a lot of chakra work. And this is a good place to start, honestly. I know a lot of people will evolve out of these 7 chakras and they will learn how to be able to keep them all open. Why do we want our chakras open? Well, so we have more source energy flowing through our body. So it doesn't make sense to me that people, I've heard healers say they intentionally close their chakras, or that they're closing people's chakras. That doesn't ever make sense to me, because we want our chakras open. We want more divine energy flowing through our body. That's the goal. That's the energy that's healing us. So just work on your sacral chakra. This is my gift. This is my expertise. I'm kind of obsessed with chakras, in case you guys don't notice. But work on that second chakra. Let go of guilt. It's about sexuality and power. Angela Pimpella, good morning. Victory and success. You're already so successful at the things you're doing. Be patient. Stay grounded. Just try to stay grounded and in love with this energy. I know there's a lot of negativity going on, so I'm sending you all so much healing energy, so much love. I had someone tell me this morning something like, oh, they could tell what I was thinking, and I said back something like, 99.9% of the time, I'm actually thinking of love in my flame. That's what I think of when I'm doing my work and whatever. I think about my twin flame like all day long. So maybe that's what's helping my manifesting, but 99.9% of the time I'm thinking of love. So shift to love and you'll be successful in anything you're doing. Just think about your baby if your day gets hard. Just think about that love with your baby. Think about love with your puppy, love with your parents, whatever kind of love it is. Maybe it's not a twin flame reunion, whatever. Think of love. Think of how much you love yourself. Think of gratitude and love, and it will just raise you all the way up, because we have a choice every day. We might not be able to control the things around us, but we have a choice in choosing our vibration. I can choose to be low vibe or high vibe. Now, I might not be able to raise my vibration overnight. I'm going to do it slowly, but I can choose how my vibration is and things like my intent. Alicia Hoffman, good morning. Emotional withdrawal. This is what I'm going to do later, right? This is my favorite card because it has sea salt, nature, and meditating. Those are my 3 favorite things. Salt is amazing for cleaning your aura. Amazing. So is nature. Go get out into nature. I had someone ask me today, I was explaining about a pole shift and how you would survive it, because usually a small group will survive these pole shifts. And I was explaining to someone that you have to match your frequency with the Earth's when it happens. And they said, well, how do you do that? Get into nature. That's the best way to be in sync with Mother Earth. Yeah, we have to spend more time outside. And then that's kind of a crazy thing now, too, because, like, I see Melania Trump telling everyone, oh, pharmaceuticals are evil, go outside. And my flame says, yeah, they tell you to go outside because they're spraying the shit out of us with chemtrails. They want to kill you. So I see a lot of, like, if you live in a heavy spray area, which would be everywhere right now, just make sure that they didn't just spray chemtrails on your outside, because that aluminum is what's making people sick. That's what's poisoning people. So just be aware, just make sure they didn't like chemtrail and go to the park. I try to stay inside when I see they're spraying this area. But when you can, get out into nature more. Clean your aura with salt bath. Meditate. Just kind of withdraw. That's what I do during these moon energies anyway. Just real quick in the middle of this, if you want any kind of energy work or a reading, I'll be available all day until 5 or 6 to be doing work today. You can set up anything on our site. We do chakra openings where we remove all your energetic blocks in the same sweep, so it's really good. That's probably our best service. We also do remote healing sessions. I can't think right now. Third eye activations, and I just added a new item to our store today, which is I'm really into numerology. I'm going to start doing numerology readings, and these are yogic numerology readings. They're really kind of amazing. So I just added that item today, and I do astrology, we do birth charts, and just all sorts of healing stuff. So check out our site above. I have lots of consciousness kind of articles on there about my awakening and my spiritual journey, just to help people. We have a lot of videos on our video page too. So our site's pretty easy to navigate. Definitely check out our site. Cassie, I've been channeling you this morning anyway. I was sending you, Cassie Barnes, I was sending you healing energy for you and the baby. And look what you got. I love this card. This is the Twin Flame Union card because it's got the rainbow and the American dream. That's exactly what me and my twin flame are doing too. You're kind of like a mirror to me because I'm contracted to have 2 kids also. Not boys, 2 girls. But I'm contracted to have 2 children here. So you're kind of like a mirror to me. It's kind of amazing to watch. Terry Wise. Material and spiritual prosperity. Yes. I refuse to live in lack of and poverty anymore. I am breaking free of this poverty mindset. I'm done with it. It just doesn't resonate with me. I believe that we're meant to live in love and abundance where all of our needs are met by the universe, and it's amazing. So work on your spiritual soul aspects to get this material prosperity, because when we're more pure, we're better manifestors. April Moore. My marriage is not going good. This, I know. I already know. Partnerships and alliances. I already know this energy is bringing out the things you don't like in your relationships. This moon energy is intense, even for happy, balanced couples. So even when we used to have these kind of lunar events, me and my twin flame, we used to fight a lot. Because it was clearing and purging and healing and at its finest, right? But it literally would trigger us. It would bring out things that we needed to heal, etc. So just be aware of that. I wouldn't make any big relationship decisions till after the moon. I would literally put those thoughts on hold and come back to them in a week or 2 and see if you feel the same way. Because this energy is really kind of like a mind fuck. So just work on your personal relationships, not your loved one and your other relationships. Dominique Paschal. Discernment is key. Yes, but that's okay. I am drawing people to me that are awake, have their third eyes open, can see through the bullshit. We're light workers. We're incarnated starseeds, angels, all sorts of places, okay? So I'm drawing gifted people to me that can see through this stuff. That's my intent, because I don't have patience. I have 0 patience for anything like that. I was telling my friend this morning I have no patience. So I have no patience for bullshit anymore. That's just how it's going to be when you wake up fully. It's like lies, lies, okay. Deception, okay. Like, I just can see through it. So it just doesn't really work on me anymore. I'm not very controllable anymore. Don't wait. Don't be waiting. You're waiting over here, and you'll be waiting forever. If you're waiting for Jesus or someone to come save you, or a knight. I mean, my flame is a knight, so it can happen where a knight comes and saves you. But you have to progress to a certain point to get there. So work on more self-love and manifesting that life that you want instead of waiting for it. Lisa Rush. A lot of pain. Well, I'm sending you so much healing energy. And if you're not already in a spiritual union, you're about to enter one, which is really amazing. So just work on self-love and healing. Jennifer Stephanie. Severing in silence. Okay, this is exactly why I'm able to do energy healing remotely, because we're all so deeply connected. I am able to, from my home, tune into you anywhere that you are, and I'm able to connect with you energetically and do energy work with you. What does that tell you? That tells you that we're all deeply connected, all of us. We are all consciousness experiencing self in a human form at the same time. So we all are consciousness. We are all connected to consciousness as well. So it can feel like you're separate, you're alone for a lot of this journey. That's how I felt. I felt all by myself, because we live in a society where I would say like jealousy is kind of hammered into people, where it's like you're jealous if your friend does good kind of mentality was hammered into us as children. So you're not alone. That was an illusion. It was an illusion kind of put on you by your society. But we're deeply connected. I assure you, I can feel your pain anywhere that you are. If you're sick, I will physically take on your symptoms. So we're deeply connected. Ali Minaz, good morning. Conflict and defeat. This card is for everyone. This month's theme is surrender. We're meant to surrender to the divine. So for those of us that are still living in ego, that looks like we're going to get the crap beat out of us until we kind of admit defeat. I had to go through this process too. I realized that my will was not better than the divine will, that any plan I had for my life was pretty obsolete, and I just handed over my whole life to the divine. Now I just go with the flow, I take things as I come, and I don't really plan out my life because I'm on a divine plan that I know is just better than mine. It's so worth it too. Kali Raghu, good morning. Another card for everyone. Stand your ground. Work on grounding. You can envision a cord wrapped around yourself or to the earth, or you can just get outside. Get in the nature. It'll take all that negativity away. I feel like if we were getting outside more without the chemtrails, that it would be helping us all immensely. So just ground yourself. That might look like meditating, spending some time alone, taking a bath. Just work on grounding yourself. Palo Agente. Spirited dolls. Ooh. Well, I could make anything a spirited object, technically. You can, like, say someone has, like, a negative entity attachment. I know a lot of healers, when they remove it, will put it in an object. So the object will become haunted. Or, you know, entities can just kind of enter these objects. It's almost like they enter people. I almost want to talk about, like, spirited people more. How about spirited people? I had a negative entity attachment most of my life on this planet due to having a low vibration until my twin flame came along and healed me. So I know all about it. It's actually very common. There's a lot more objects on this planet that are spirited than ones would think. So yes, definitely. These kind of spirited objects should be discarded of properly. But if you think about it, like, what happens, I say this is my favorite analogy, because we're all light, okay? So what happens if I'm in a dark room and I turn on the light? The darkness fails to exist. Well, these kind of entities just need love and healed, and they would turn from negative to positive. It could be released. So it takes some skill. Let go of your fear, though. Let go of your fear. The doll's not going to get you. You're not going to die. You've already done that 5 million times. What do you have left to be afraid of? And then I have to look at the card. What do you have left to be afraid of? I guess everything, like some people, right? Just let go of your fears. You have to have more faith in the universe. And we can't have fear and faith. We can't have love and fear. You have to pick one. It just doesn't work. I don't know how I could be afraid, but happy I'm going to see my love later. They don't really go with me. I feel like we had to pick one. Pick a paradigm. You're either afraid, you've given over all of your control, and you have no power, and you're just going to play the victim, and you're going to go through life in that 3D paradigm where you're in prison planet, and you'll just stay here, and then you die, and then you keep coming back every life like a soul trap. Sounds fun, right? Or you can liberate yourself, and you can realize that any bad situation you've ever had in your life was the universe helping you evolve and wake up. So that's all behind you. All that tragedy and grief and people dying and, you know, car accidents and chaos energy to wake you up is over with. Now that you're conscious and awake, you can live in love and abundance, and you can create your own world. So just let go of that fear. Zephyr Tuwala. When you have a heart chakra open, it really ignites a passion. You're the type of person that will be in the grocery store and people will walk up to you, or you'll be on the street and someone will come ask you for directions because you just have an inviting energy about you. There's something different about you. I was saying this in a reading yesterday, the same with the person I was reading, where you just have a different energy. You're from somewhere higher dimensional, so it's drawing people to you, sort of. So just be aware of that your energy is different. It's like people want to know, well, what kind of drugs is she on? How is she so happy? She must be on some psych meds. Or like they just want to know. Her energy is different. Why? And they don't really know, but like on a subconscious level, they're drawn to you. Jennifer Fields, good morning. If you're not already in a spiritual union, you're about to be in one. So just work on healing and self-love. Sarah Lynn, you're working on your crown chakra. This is your connection with source. It is blocked by ego attachment or material things. Work on developing this. That's something I'm amazing at. I have a purple aura. I'm very spiritual, so this is my specialty chakra. Just work on developing this more. If you need help with an opening, we do chakra openings on our site. I had a full Kundalini awakening, which I ended up opening like the serpent energy that starts at the spine that coiled its way up and opened all my chakras. But we do chakra openings, and it really helps so much. Jennifer Lynn, fertility. If you don't want it to mean a baby, it could mean abundance. Usually this card signifies some kind of monetary abundance. Melissa Hosford. This is my Twin Flames card. You're really working on defeating the ego, that voice in your head. I already kind of went to this earlier. The amazing thing is I know people are waiting for a card. No, I've already given you so many messages that are all for you that if you're listening, you should be able to pick up some things on this. So literally work on defeating your ego. Work on getting rid of that logic, that voice in your head on rerun logic all the time, and kind of tap into your intuition more. Sabrina Von Stock. Good morning. Patience. This is what I'm working on today too, right? Patience. We are working on more patience with our other selves. We're working on more patience with our other selves that maybe aren't as evolved for us, or are choosing to stay asleep, or, just for whatever it is. Just have more patience with those sleeping around you. Have more patience, because a lot more people are going to wake up and surprise you guys. They just might not be ready yet, but you're going to see a whole nother wave waking up. Especially with all these crystal children just kind of coming to and coming around. Sherry Hobbs. This is me too. This is my card today. I feel like I'm a hamster in a ball getting kicked around. That's what this energy really feels like. So since I'm really sensitive to energy, I can feel it really good. It feels like things are picking up intensity. So just try to slow down. Try to withdraw, meditate, kind of slow down, because everything's happening rapidly around you. And everything's really just going to pick up intensity. We're about to see some crazy things happening this month. Just some crazy predictions that are about to happen. So stay grounded. Work on staying connected to the earth and staying grounded and kind of taking a step back, calming down. I just took like a 2-week break almost from doing live videos, took a step back and kind of reprioritized my energy. I do that often. This will be my last video till Monday too, and I'll be taking kind of a step back and putting my energy into other things. So if you ever feel like things are just so crazy, just take a break, unplug. Take a couple-day break from Facebook, get into nature, meditate, spend some time with yourself. We only really are at our best when we're living in the moment, in the now. So we really have to stay in the now. I know I'm doing psychic readings, so everyone wants to know their future or their past, right? But no one wants to know about right now. Everyone wants to know about their past lives, the future, or the now. I stole that off Shyla too. No one wants to be in the now ever, right? No one wants to meditate and stay in the now. We want to go into the future. I'm someone who's always living in the future. So we have to focus more on staying in the now, staying in love, staying high vibe. I'm going to let you guys go super early on that note. I'm going to do number 1 and 5 for bracelets because I'm lazy. I can't scroll through them all today. I'm going to do 1 and 5. I'll track you down after. And literally, I'm sending you guys so much healing energy and love and light. And if you want to set up anything, you can do that on our site. And I track you down really fast to find you guys. I do readings, and we do them on Facebook video. So you can set one up on our site, and then I'll video call you. So literally, just vibrate higher, guys. Love and light, sending you so much healing energy.